What's up, SNA fans? This is Super Ninja Austin back here with another video, and this is the last-minute Raw review video edition of the SNA podcast. It was on April 15th, 2024. And I'm sorry it's late, but if you haven't, in the case if you're unaware, I couldn't be able to do this exactly on Monday because of due to inconvenient circumstances with me watching Monday Night Raw on that night. But I did manage to watch it last night, and I put and I make sure to watch it to the very end and see how I thought of it. I thought it was very good. It was bittersweet, like I said, on the post, a couple of days before I watched Monday Night Raw. You guys saw some of the highlights, but yeah, other than what happened in the beginning of the sad news, which we already knew because we've been talking about on the wrestling news, that Rhea Ripley is no longer the women's champion. She had to vacate it due to her shoulder injury. But yeah, other than that, it was still decently good. I'll say the best match of the night goes to Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable. They put on the clinic. And the ending, it just made sense. If Sami Zayn's going to retain, you might as well go to the path like WWE did. And I'll say not to dog on to last week Raw, on the Raw after WrestleMania, but this was at least 2 times better than that WrestleMania, if not 3 or 4 or 5 times better. I think it was double. It was double times, better than the Raw after Mania. When it comes to comparisons, this felt like the post show Raw, more than the actual one was, and that was the day after the Showcase of the Immortals, the 40th anniversary of the Showcase of the Immortals. But anyways, yeah. And unfortunately, I'm not gonna be making an AEW Dynamite review video because, for some odd reason, on the DVR, I couldn't be able to watch AEW Dynamite, and if I do watch it, it's probably not gonna be until the weekend. When I watch it, anytime before AEW Dynasty. But yeah, I thought I might let you know that. Unfortunately, I won't be making it because I never got to watch Dynamite when I was trying to watch Monday Night Raw. But to make it up to you guys, I'm gonna be making an NXT review video tomorrow, same time, if not earlier. So stay tuned for that, on what I'm going to be talking about. But anyways, we're going to start off on Monday Night Raw without any delay with Rhea Ripley entering the ring in a very frown and sad face. But the fans were like, bull sugar honey, iced tea, bull sugar honey. And she was like, yeah, I know. Unfortunately, I got some bad news because after the attack with Liv Morgan, when she blindsided me, I suffered a shoulder injury on my AC joint. And then that's what she said. And yes, I'm gonna be out of action for the next few months. And then this is where fans were booing, boo! We do not want to watch the show without mommy on Monday Night Raw. And this is where she was like, I'm just angry right now, so I'm not gonna I'm not gonna say what's ever been told that I'm supposed to say. So whatever, whatever. I'm very pissed off right now. You know why? WWE Universe and the fans yeah, we know. And she was because I've been told that that I'm forced to vacate the Women's World Championship. That's the only one thing that makes the most of me. My Women's World, and that's the only title that means the most to me in this world. In the wrestling world, of course. But anyway, and this is where fans were saying no, because they enjoyed her run as Women's World Champion. And I agree. Even if she is the most villainous heel, but at the same time, most of the fans like her heel work, she's doing a pretty good job, and it's really great to the point that we could possibly see her turn babyface in the middle of her run as Women's World Champion, way before she can even be dethroned with the championship, because she's getting over and popular and whatnot. So yeah. like we would have thought that she's gonna hold on to the title until next year's Mania, like if she could beat Becky Lynch, which that was the case. Which half of us fans, including myself, thought that was gonna happen with Becky gonna win, but the other way around, Rhea Ripley proved fans like us like wrong, like, and she's gonna be remaining champion and hold on to the title for the longest. Unfortunately, that's probably not gonna happen, at least not at this time because of this injury. But yeah, this is where fans are chanting bull sugar honey iced tea. This is where Rhea Ripley was like, yeah, I know it really is bull sugar honey iced tea and not the sweet, refreshing kind. And then this is where fans are chanting, thank you, mommy, thank you, mom. And this is where she was like, and the reason why I'm injured right now is all because of Liv Morgan's stupid revenge tour. Because she wanted to get some revenge just because like she blames me for putting her on the shelf for 6 months. And are you bloody kidding me, Liv? Like, I could actually have to I would actually have respect for you if you were really woman enough to do it on my face. But nah, you just decided to quickly try to blindside me, and you're just such a coward that I know you are. And then this is where Rhea Ripley's like, and I should know because I would have dropped your ass exactly where you stood at, like if I knew you were coming. And so this is all because of you, Liv. And this is just a warning, and I'm also going to give a warning to each and every one of these women in this locker room. Like, when I come back, I'm gonna be looking for blood. I'm like, Rhea, aren't you supposed to be saying that to Liv Morgan, not nobody else in the women's? Even if they do win your women's championship, I wouldn't make that threat if I was you. In kayfabe side of things. Just saying, nothing against you, Ripley, but I'm just saying, I'm not sure if you should blame the rest of the roster. I think you should only put your eyes on it because, after all, she's the one that cost you to relinquish your Women's World Championship. But anyways, this is where Rhea Ripley then said, she was once I'm gone from this injury, I'm gonna be stronger and better than ever. Because when I find Liv back there, And she was like, and Liv Morgan better hope she's not in the same room as when I walk past, because they're gonna have to have all the security guards in the world to hold me back up. Because once I get my hands on you, they're definitely gonna be locking me up in Montreal jail. And then she called her out. This is where Liv Morgan came out. And she was like, ha, 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 ha. You're no longer the women's championship. And it's all because of me. And this is where Rhea Ripley's like, yeah, get your cowardly ass out of here. So I could show you how it feels to have something taken away from me. Too late. It's already it already happened because of you. And then this is where they security guards have to block them away from each other from making a worse decision. But I don't think it's the worst. Rhea Ripley's case, she's not making no worse decision. She has nothing else to lose because she just lost something, and that's the thing that's something that she treasures the most, more than Dominic Mysterio or any other Judgment Day member combined, and that's the Women's World Champion. That shows and proves that she's the top dominant woman in the Raw brand. But if not overall in the WWE's women's roster. But anyways, this is where Rhea Ripley couldn't take anymore. She wanted the security guard, and I was like, yeah, it's not a good idea to put your hands on her. Just escort her out of there. Which one of them tried to touch her shoulder. She was like, don't touch me. I was like, yeah, it's for the best because security guards are useless in pro wrestling. Just look in the past in WWE and for the past few years in All Elite Wrestling and other wrestling companies. But this is where we move on to the next slide and we get, and yeah, let's hope that the security guard's okay for taking such a brutal hit that Rhea Ripley gave to him, and let's hope that he's not permanently injured in any ways or just genuinely injured, even if he's gonna be out for a few months. But let's hope it's just a bang to the head and nothing more. But anyway, this is where we got Rhea Ripley. Then this is where then she started hugging the rest of the Judgment Day members. And this is where they start apologizing. This is where But it's thank you so much for that, you guys. Like, and that all you have to say. This was like, yeah, absolutely. And this is where she's like, all right, like, see you guys. And this is where she was like you too, Dom. And then this. And then this is where Dominic Mysterio said, "Love you, mommy." And then this is where it was like, "Yeah, yeah, I know," making it sound like she said it in a sarcastic way, and she wasn't really serious about it. And then it showed some signs of teasing that we could see a breakup, at least with Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest are no longer in the group. Y'all probably understand why I say that about Rhea Ripley, but you're probably gonna ask me why about Damian Priest, and not because of obvious reasons. I was like, not because of that necessarily, because you're gonna be shown in his eyes, like once after Jey Uso's match against Finn Balor when he did get the job done, when Damian Priest asked him to do so. But anyways, we're gonna continue talking about Monday Night Raw where we got the returning Sheamus and his returning theme music. I was like, oh, thank you, God. Like, and thank you, the WWE, including the likes of Triple H and them in this new era of the Renaissance Paul Triple H Levesque era. Like, and then this one of the changes, like we finally got Sheamus, and there's nothing wrong with Sheamus's theme music, his latest theme music, like before bringing back this one. It's just that I just like this one better. What's it called? I forget, but yeah, it's like it's a shame, but no, not yeah, something like that. Yeah, like they got it back. I was like, yeah, it was like, but first when he entered the ring, it was like a mixture of his Fight Night theme music and that theme music put together, like dude, like it's a shame. But I was like, what? And I remember seeing that on the highlight. I was like, finally, like, and Sheamus been asking to get this theme music back from the last few years. Like ever since like when it was when his Fight Night theme music was getting overused, I guess you could say. But let's talk about his match against Ivar, which is start off with Sheamus getting the upper hand on Ivar, throwing him right to the outside, try to go for 10 beats to the Braun, but he hot shots him in the counter. Like once he got free from the Celtic Warriors grab, this is where the Viking Raider member went right on the top rope, right into the bottom left side. This is where we got Ivar to try to go for a crossbody, but Sheamus counters an intercept, more likely an interception, hit a right fist to the face. And yeah, before I continue, I also want to point out the tights that he was wearing. Like it seemed like the old tights he used to wear in his time in like when he made his WWE debut, like when he was in ECW and when he defeated John Cena for the WWE Championship. But anyways, yeah, this is where but it was from this clothing company that makes UFC custom attires, I believe. Now they're doing it for some of the wrestlers' custom attires, including Sheamus. But yeah, let me know in the comments below if you like this these new tights from Sheamus. These new tights that Sheamus wore, like from this clothing company, like that's gonna now make some custom design gear for the wrestlers. But let me know in the comments down below. But this is where we got. But anyway, back to the review video. This is where we got Sheamus, then got Ivar around the top rope. This is where Sheamus then trying to pick him up, try to go for the white noise. But this is where Ivar was trying to get it right off of him, like and try to push him off the top. But no, Sheamus grabs onto him and hits the white noise right into the top rope. This is where Sheamus is like, yeah, Fight Night. And then this is where we got Sheamus then continued to do his beating onto Ivar. Like, and this is where he finally got that guaranteed 10 beats to the brawl. What's that? The brawling. Yeah, that's where he started doing it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like to the chest of Ivar. And then this is where he rolls, or not roll, I'll say more likely Yeah, he did roll from under the ring. This is where Sheamus then picks up the Viking Raider member of Ivar. This is where he tried to go for another white noise, but you know the rules. Like if your signature finishing move doesn't work, that does work the first time, no guaranteed the second time. So that was the case right here with Ivar booting Sheamus right in the face and the spinning roundhouse kick right into the head, caught in Sheamus. This is where Ivar then went right up on the top rope. This is where he tried to go for a dive right onto the Celtic Warrior, but this is where Sheamus, this is where he hits the splash, but this did not phase Sheamus a bit because as soon as the referee goes for one, it goes for two, and right at 2.8, this is where Sheamus got the shoulders and the legs up like if it was nothing if it was barely a kick to the face, like he kicked out of this move. Yeah. And this is where we got Ivar got back up. You couldn't believe that Sheamus kicked out that splash, which is very rare for a wrestler to do so. But this is where Sheamus started begging for more punishment from Ivar. He's like, you think you're all tough? Like, fight me some more. And this is where he started hitting right hands repeatedly. This is where the referee's like, hey, you cannot do that. Like, he's hanging on to the ropes. Like I'm giving you 5 seconds to get off, or else you're going to be DQ'd. This is where you let go at 3, but this is where Sheamus is like, you think that's going to put me down? This is where he started hitting right hands, but this is where Sheamus came back, started hitting some brutal right hands of his own. You know how hard Sheamus hits with his right fist. But this is where he tried to go for it one more time. But this is where Ivar did cartwheel dodges out of the right hand. This is where we got what's his name? Ivar then hits what's that, knee to the midsection, and then this is where he tried to go for a single right to the right side. But Sheamus caught him right in midair with a pop-up brogue knee right into the face. And he did it again instead with his knee pad exposed and a brogue kick for 1, 2, 3. And your winner of this match, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus. And I want to give a huge congratulations to him for putting away Ivar and making his long 8-month await return. And yeah, the last time we saw him in the company, it was against Edge, which now going by his real name, Adam Copeland. And he's on AEW now, and that was Copeland's last match was against this guy, the Celtic Warrior. And let me know what your thoughts on this match in the comments down below. Like, did it had your interest, or it was just a basic generic match, just to tune you in for the main event and the other matches that's going to be on the card that's going to grab your interest? Which I'll say this was perhaps the third match of the night. Second goes to, I'll say, the triple threat tag team match between DIY, Creed Brothers, and the New Day against the Awesome Truth for their tag titles. And then we also got and also the main event for the Intercontinental Championship, which I explained that it was very authentically great. They made the best decision, considering it was in Zayn's hometown, and they do not want him to get screwed out of a championship match, except this time him being being a singles mid-card champion and him defending it, and him you know the rest. But yeah, they don't want him to be the loser for the second straight time in a championship match, for the second straight year in a row, except this time for the mid-card championship. That he just recently beat Gunther for, that he was defending against Gable. So it makes sense to not embarrass him in his home town